Bon, attendez. Bonjour à tout le monde, merci pour être ici. Et on est ici pour la première conférence de Ways of Europe, un projet qui est parti en novembre pensé de la part du liceo Fracastoro de Verona. On a trouvé tout de suite des partenaires parfaits, fondamentaux, qui sont l'école SEC Atlantico Internazionale di Pontevedra in Espagne, et puis l'école Édouard Branly, le lycée Édouard Branly d'Amiens. Des écoles qui sont spécialisées, l'une sur le tourisme, la première sur le tourisme et la seconde sur la projection, l'ingénierie. Nous, on est un lycée linguistique. Donc, je remercie les collègues qui ont accepté tout de suite en novembre notre invitation à participer à ce projet, c'est-à-dire Reinalda Eggenspiel et Gonzalo Garcia Fernandez, mais aussi les deux collègues enseignantes de langue qui s'occuperont en pratique dans les concrets pour travailler avec les classes Mariella Arrebola et Manuel Vatbled. Nous, on participe comme lycée Fracastoro avec la classe du 3e CL, et donc je remercie les conseillers de classe entiers aussi, la directrice de l'école qui ne peut pas participer, mais qui vous donne les bienvenus. La perspective de ce projet est l'utilisation, comme on verra aussi dans cette conférence, des 3 langues engagées dans le projet, donc le français, l'espagnol et l'anglais, mais surtout donner aux étudiants une perspective des socialités, des citoyennetés européennes, donc des communications européennes, des compétences communicatives à travers les chemins, à travers le tourisme lent, à travers le tourisme sostenible. The Ways of Europe quiere promover finalidades cívicas, entonces, y educativas, además que didácticas, a través del mundo de los caminos y del turismo lento. En particular, vamos a centrarnos sobre los 3 caminos que pasan cerca de las 3 escuelas comprometidas, es decir, la via Postumia nel caso di Verona, la via Francigena nel caso di Amiens y il Cammino portugués que va hacia Santiago nel caso de Pontevedra. Es un proyecto que ha sido promovido, aceptado por la plataforma eTwinning y de hecho estamos ya trabajando, produciendo materiales, presentaciones y también con esas conferencias, estudiando los caminos, poniendo esos materiales en las plataformas de e-twinning y no solo, en el TwinSpace. Claro, esperamos caminar pronto, llevar a nuestros estudiantes en esos caminos, quizás la primavera que viene, para recorrer algunos tramos de esos caminos. En particular, hoy en día vamos a trataremos el tema de la inclusión en los caminos desde el punto de vista del hueco de género, del gap de género con Ilaria Canali y la discapacidad en los caminos, entonces la apertura de los caminos para todos, con Pietro Scidurlo y Federica M. Io passo la parola alla collega Tiziana Saponaro, chiedo a chi non sta parlando di chiudere i microfoni, perché sennò si sentono i rumori sotto, quindi i microfoni spenti tranne chi parla, grazie.
Okay, good morning and welcome to our guests. Thank you for being with us. The Ways of Europe project started in November 2020 from an initiative of the Liceo Fracastoro Verona, and it immediately found 2 ideal partners, the Spanish School of Pontevedra and the French Lycée of Amiens. So, on behalf of the headmaster of the Liceo Fracastoro, we welcome and thank all the experts. The 3CL class of Liceo Fracastoro has taken part in this project. All the languages studied are involved, English, Spanish, and French. And one of our objectives is the development of communication skills from a European citizenship perspective. The Ways of Europe intends to promote civic and educational purposes, as well as didactic ones, through the world of walking and slow tourism, from an environmental and sustainable perspective. In particular, we have chosen the 3 roads that cross our cities: the Via Postumia, the Via Francigena, and the Portuguese Way of Santiago. So we hope we'll be able to accompany the students on some of these routes next year. But in the meantime, we have been studying them. The students have created multimedia presentations that have been published in the eTwinning TwinSpace platform and are going to share them in 3 conferences with the help of experts. Okay?
Ok, entonces vamos a empezar con Ilaria Canali, que es profesionista de la comunicación, fundadora de la Rete Nazionale Donne in Cammino y de la community de las chicas, de ragazze in gamba. Elle est licenciée en anthropologie culturelle auprès de la Sapienza de Roma. Elle a étudié relations internationales et aide humanitaire auprès de l'Université libre de Bruxelles, dans les programmes de la Commission européenne NOAA et auprès du Bureau d'información de Naciones Unidas de Ginebra. Desde hace 10 años se dedica a la promoción cultural del mundo de los caminos, con una particular atención en los temas de la sostenibilidad, de las mujeres, de la inclusión y del turismo lento. Y tiene una importante experiencia aún en el campo, en el sector de la formación como responsable local de la Universidad Popular de Roma. Es ideadora y promovedora de la Universidad Popular de Terre de la Francigena y escribe en importantes periódicos nacionales. Tiziana?
Okay, some information about Ilaria. Ilaria Canali is a communication professional, founder of the National Women of the Way Network and of the Girls in Gamba community. So she graduated in cultural anthropology at La Sapienza in Rome. She studied international relations and humanitarian aid at the University of Brussels. She took part in the NOAA European Commission program and worked also at the United Nations Information Office in Geneva, Switzerland. So she's been promoting the world of walking for 10 years, with particular attention to the issues of sustainability, women, inclusion, and slow tourism. So she's also a teacher trainer at the University of Rome and the creator of the Terre della Francigena Popular University, and she also writes for important national newspapers.
So, Ilaria, te escuchamos.
Hello. Hello, thank you very much for inviting me here in this important meeting, and thank you to my friend and colleague Marcella, and thank you to all the students and to the teachers. I'm invited to talk about my last project, which is called in Italian Rete Nazionale Donne in Cammino, and the translation is national network of, we can say, hiking female hiking, or women on the way, as they said just 5 minutes ago. Why are we talking about this subject today? Because we are facing the perspective of the inclusion, and including women in the slow tourism is very important. My project is offering a perspective from Italy. So it is being shaped by the situation we are living in Italy. But I believe it can offer important inspiration and advices for other countries, because the problem of the gender equality is something that is not only a problem of Italy. And so I will share my slides and I will begin with my presentation. Just 1 second. Just tell me if you can see. Do you see everything, the slide?
Yes, yes, we can see it.
It's okay.
Perfect. Okay. So first of all, just let's begin with the identity card. So la Rete Nazionale Donne in Cammino and Le Ragazze in Gamba are a project, a whole project of communication, and also a network, an alliance, and an observatory, a social observatory. The date of birth was 2 years ago, only 2 years ago, in the 8th of March 2019, and it was in Milan, in occasion of an important, very important conference held by the editor Terre di Mezzo called Fa la cosa giusta. So this is a communication project of a network for the promotion of women empowerment in the field of slow traveling, hiking, and long-distance footpaths and pilgrimage routes. First of all, we made a kind of bottom-up research with the participant, asking for the keywords and the values that they were looking for when they walk. So the key values are freedom, friendship, solidarity, sustainability, inclusion, social justice, resilience, courage, leadership, and kindness. They are all very beautiful words and are very inspirational for a kind of manifesto value of the network. But let's consider the words. We have National Network of Female Hikers, and also, as I said just before, Ragazze in Gamba. This idiom is something particular because there is not a translation, a clear translation in the other languages. It's something that several talents of human beings, like smart, to be smart, but also to walk. So it is a very funny, for Italian language, a very funny way to summarize some values, talents, and competencies that everybody actually would like to have. And so I said, are we lost in translation because there is not a similar idiom in other languages? The combination of these two words is an idiom with a meaning and a richness in Italian that cannot be translated into English. It is a declaration of value. Everyone wants to be a ragazza in gamba, feel like her, walk like her, live like her, just be her. And this dream is something that is important to share because I believe this is an inspiration that attracted many of the participants. And in just 2 years, if we sum Rete Nazionale Donne in Cammino and Ragazze in Gamba community, we are more than 90,000 people. And this means that it is not only something that was based on communication skills, but also by the fact that it responds, this project, to a dream of people and a need. So the vision that we have is this: female hikers are the new icon of freedom, courage, leadership, self-determination. Women who set out on the walk embark on the hero's journey and can inspire other women to push the boundaries and believe that everything is possible. We work to inspire confidence and leadership in women of all ages, believing that gender equality have the power to build a healthy community and finally, and literally, change the world. The mission is the promotion of women empowerment through walking. So, but is to perceive the Goal 5 of the 2030 Agenda of the United Nations for Sustainable Development, social innovation, territorial promotion from every Italian region with the stories of women on Italian paths, a gift economy and a sharing system, personal growth, and as a social study observatory. So walk plus women. Why? Walking is an inclusion tool. Walking is essential to create a global ecological awareness. It is a small act, but it has revolutionary power, and today it has the peace of women. Why do I say that? According to data, there are more women on pilgrimage to Santiago than men. Aiming at that combination of women and walk is therefore a strategic choice with a high value for social innovation. I'm referring to the data available for the Santiago pilgrimage, and we don't have in Italy now the possibility to share data, and we are working to promote studies in the university in order to have in Italy as well this kind of information, which are very crucial. Our work for inclusion, this is the thematic of today. We named this conference Inclusion Walks With Us. Our work for inclusion, so is the goal, the gender equality, the goal 5, as I said. Inclusion and gender issues, these are just some clarification of the terms involved today. Inclusion is the practice or policy of providing equal access to opportunities and resources for people who might otherwise be excluded or marginalized. Diversity is having a seat at the table. Inclusion is having a voice, and belonging is having that voice be heard. Inclusion is not bringing people into what already exists. It is making new space, a better space for everyone. This is crucial. This sentence, this quote is very important for today, talking about women and the walk word in Italy. Because as we will see going on my presentation, there is a common space in Italy, which is male dominated. And this is a paradox because we believe the number of women, the female hikers are it's a very high number. It's a very high number, and probably is more than the number for the men. So why is there a problem? And why gender is important? Gender equality as a key driver for sustainable transition and inclusive growth, ending all discrimination against women and girls, is not only a basic human right, it's crucial for sustainable future. It's proven that empowering women and girls helps economic growth and development. And why gender is not only for women? I didn't mention the fact that the community of Ragazzi in Gamba is inclusive, and in this community there are also men. Because the gender is not a problem of women. It's gender equality is not a simple goal or a subject. It affects the whole of humanity, the relationship between men and women, the relationship with future generation, resource and population growth. This is why it is a fundamental part of the new transversal approach, the only one conceivable for sustainable development. The goal in action: to promote gender equality and make it perceived as a necessity for the common good. We have created an ecosystem of communication on social media, which has attracted 90,000 people in just 2 years. We have become the largest network of female hikers in Italy. Ragazzi in Gamba is a countless female outdoor enthusiasts. Our 3 steps. So what do we do? What do we do is possible to say 3 fundamental areas of action. The territorial promotion, which is very important if we talk about tourism. Territorial promotion, how do we promote? We promote by sharing walks, trekking, hikes, long trails, pilgrimage, but also urban walks. So outdoor activities as well, like bikes, there are people who do that. Holistic approach is our approach to walk. Inspirational experiences are the best way to attract interest. Promotion of the creation of new paths and chimneys dedicated to women. This is also very important, and I will focus on that later on. The second area of action is help and training. The community itself, with the number of many ragazze in gamba, the community offers mutual emotional support to all participants. So it's a kind of informal mentorship, coaching, counseling, technical and operational advice, and also there will be training courses very soon. And the third area is sharing experiences, which is also very, very important. It's the main core of the project. Storytelling, we all talk about storytelling. Well, storytelling in our project is very strong. In the interaction of the group Ragazzi in Gamba, we reach sometimes 3 million of people, and we have systematically 166,000 interactions every month. Also, we are very followed and covered in the national press and on some broadcasts and some radios. So we can say now that we are a primary resource for outdoor women in adventure to share their voice and talents, and a leader for women's growth. Inclusion was with us. So I mentioned the fact that we are in a male-dominated space, in a male-dominated common space. Gender equality also passes through the names of the pets and through the action of dedicating them to female figures. The names of public places, streets, and even pets is a form of civic education and a way of creating value. Women must occupy this common place, and we promote the creation of new footpaths dedicated to female women. To make a picture of the situation today, we have almost 100 pets in Italy, Cammini in Italy, and there are very few which are dedicated to female women. To name that, I would like to make this list, and so we begin with the Cammino minerario di Santa Barbara in Sardegna, il Cammino di Santa Giulia da Livorno a Brescia, il Cammino di Adelaide da Torrelle a San Cassiano, il Cammino della Regina Camilla che è nel Lazio, which is in Lazio region, is still under construction, and there is a new entry, il Cammino di Beatrice, which is the first time that we are mentioning this new path, because it's really under construction, but it has been already traced. And then there is La Via delle Dee, which is not a new path, but it is actually La Via degli Dei that some friends, I may say friends, but it's an association, decided to rename and call La Via delle Dee, and it is from Bologna to Firenze. So just a call of action, give it a feminine name. So this is a not updated map of the path in Italy, and I want to say that with a strong voice, give it a feminine name. It's something that regularly promote in our network. Gender Works in School. Sulla giusta strada, it was the title given to this project in an important magazine in Italy called Vanity Fair. And what is this? It's a project made by an association called Toponomastica Femminile, and we collaborate with them. The pursuit of equality is a project open to schools of all levels, which are invited to develop projects for the creation of new natural paths with a length of at least 5 kilometers and maximum 35 kilometers, which they will have to name with the name of a woman who has distinguished herself in travel experiences, excursions, mountaineering, pilgrimage routes, or of a woman who has written travel literature, or an artist, actress, painter, or photographer who had focused on the thematic of walking, travel, and natural discovery. Like life, peace begins with women. We are the first to forge lines of alliance and collaboration across conflict divides. This is an urban walk made in Rome called Periferia delle Meraviglie, and it was in front of a street art, and it's written, "You are never too small to save the world." Guess who said that? I will help you, it's Greta Thunberg. So just to say that our mission is not only in nature, but we believe that the nature can be brought in the cities. This is a form of education, very, very important. This is another street art in this urban walk with a quote of Frida Kahlo, "Be fearless." And this is really summarize our belief, our dream, our mission. Be fearless is what we ask to everybody who believe that it's not too late to save our world. And these are our contacts, and I wish to you buon cammino in Italian, and thank you very much for listening.
Marvelous, fantástico, gracias Ilaria. Luego tendremos la sesión para hablar, para enfrentarnos y preguntarte algo si los chicos quieren. Ahora vamos a pasar a la segunda exposición con Pietro Urlo y Federica Mugnoni. Pietro Urlo studia informatica y colabora en una startup que es muy famosa, que ha vuelto a ser una plataforma de e-commerce muy famosa, muy conocida. Luego descubre su verdadera pasión hacia los viajes y recorre a pie o en bici más de 9.000 kilómetros. Mientras tanto, funda la asociación Free Wheels Onlus con el objetivo de abrir la experiencia del camino a una personas con necesidades específicas. Publica la guía Santiago para Todos de Terra di Mezzo, editore, y permite a Free Wheels de ayudar alrededor de 10.000 personas para empezar sus caminos. Hoy Pietro acaba de publicar Per chi vuole non c'è destino, para quien quieras no hay destino, donde además que al caminante hace conocer el hombre que él es y que ha vuelto a ser a través de sus caminos hoy en día. Chiara?
Sì, eccomi. Our next guest is Pietro Urlo. Pietro studies information technology and collaborates with a well-known startup. He is really passionate about traveling. He has traveled more than 9,000 kilometers on foot or by bicycle and has founded the Free Wheels Onlus with the aim of opening the experience of the journey to people with specific needs. He is the publisher of the Santiago per Tutti, Santiago for Everybody guide by Terra di Mezzo Editore, and he's just published a book, For Those Who Want There's No Destiny, Per chi vuole non c'è destino. where he talks about the man he has become today after all his travels as a passionate walker.
So, Federica Mognoni, elle va nous présenter aujourd'hui l'activité des Free Weeks. Elle est licenciée en IPAS International Management. Su pasión hacia los caminos nace después de recorrer el Camino de Santiago francés de Saint-Jean-de-Port à Fisterre en 2017. Depuis, après ce voyage, elle n'a plus jamais arrêté de marcher. En 2018, elle a parcouru les chemins portugaises et la côte et l'intérieur de Oporto à Fisterre. En 2019, elle part pour le Cammino de Madrid a Sagún et el Cammino de los Faros in Galicia. El Cammino de Vianego, Cantabria en 2020 y la Via degli Dei, de la que hablamos antes con Ilaria, y la ultramaratona Via Francigena de Siena a Acqua Pendente. En los últimos años ha desarrollado un fuerte interés hacia el turismo lento y sostenible, conectado con la naturaleza. Por eso colabora con Pietro para renderlo universal.
And last but not least, we introduce Federica Mognoni. She's account manager with ePrice Marketplace and has a degree in international management. Her passion for walking developed after she traveled the French way of Santiago from Saint-Jean to Fisterre in 2017. And after that journey, she never stopped. In 2018, she traveled the Portuguese way along the coast and inland, and part of the Madrid Cammino from Madrid to Sagún, and the Lighthouse Walk in Galicia, the Lebaniego Walk in Cantabria in 2020, la Via degli Dei, the ultramarathon Via Francigena from Siena to Acqua Pendente. In recent years, she has developed a strong interest in slow and sustainable tourism, connected with nature, and collaborates with Pietro to make it universal. Back to you, Marcella.
Yeah, Pietro, je sais que tu veux dire bonjour à tout le monde. Pietro sera disponible à la fin de l'intervention de Federica pour vos questions.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, guys. It's a pleasure stay here. I speak very little bit English, but I want salutare, come si dice? Salutare. And I pass the word a Federica, who will present Free Weeks. Bye.
Hello, everybody. I would like to say to you thank you to invite us. Thank you to Marcella to invite us, and we are very, very glad to be here. So I'm going to present. Tell me if everything is okay. Okay, is it okay? Can you see? Okay, perfect. So today we're going to start okay, sorry, just one moment. Okay, we're going to start to talk about Free Weeks. So who are we and what are we doing? We're going to start to speak about accessibility and the realized project in progress and future project. And the last point, it will be the Francigena for everybody. So Pietro Citurlo was born in 1978, and because of wrong medical evaluation, he can no longer work. So he had always the needs and the desire to make something extraordinary for him and for all the people that are living in the same situation. After reading the Cammino de Santiago, written by Pablo Coelho in 2012, he decided to walk the entire Cammino de Santiago from Saint-Jean-de-Port to Fisterre, the end of the world. Back home, after this very long travel, in 2012, he decided to found and create Free Wheels, a non-profit organization with the aim to promote the working as a lifestyle. Free Wheels is composed by a different kind of person, like volunteers, pilgrims, trekkers that are coming from different Italian regions, but that they share the main values and want to fight with Pietro to achieve the universal accessibility. What are we doing? We want to spread the universal accessibility. In particular, we want to help all the people with special needs, but also without special need, to face their lives and their fears, to make them aware that with the right tools and with the right condition, they can do this kind of experience, such as road travel. In particular, we map routes and itineraries. We also verify the accessible points. We provide the necessary tools to undertake this kind of experiences. We accompany and support people along these routes and itineraries. We offer training, like we organize informative seminars for people on the works. And we talk, like today, in the schools to spread the concept of universal accessibility. So, what is the universal accessibility? Universal accessibility means to change our focus and our perspective by adopting a universal perspective. That means we need to create a project by looking at an unknown user. That means to look not at a specific target, but we need to identify an unknown user to involve all the needs that we need to satisfy, because people want more inclusiveness, so we need to consider all possible needs. For this reason, we are not going to support and sustain people with specific needs, but also people without specific needs. This is very important. So today, people want to be able to enjoy a fully lovable experience. And in fact, for this reason, universal accessibility, it is not a path that everyone can follow. It is not an accommodation facility without barrier. But to achieve universal accessibility, we need to look at the religious and cultural itineraries as accessible destination. How can we do it? We need to focus on accommodation facilities, on the infrastructures, and on traveler services. We need to start to think that this sector is not an obstacle, it's not a lobby, but it is an opportunity. So, who do I address? Free Wheels want to give an offer to people with reduced mobility, blind people, people with food allergies, who travel with children with cognitive disability, deaf people, people who travel with pets, paralyzed person, people over 65, and people with other needs. As you can see, our public is very, very big. So nowadays, it's very important to speak about accessibility and slow tourism, because it is included also in the Dibattito Tourism Strategic Plan 2017-2022. It is aligned with the United Nations Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disability, and it is also included in the Agenda 2030 for the Sustainable Development. We need to start to think about this sector as a global opportunity in social and economic terms. And it's very important for sure to that everybody adopted this new mindset and adopt a universal perspective. Today, we are also facing a cultural change where people desire more inclusiveness and more inclusivity in our society. As example, also the disability symbol has been changed. They left the old wheelchair image, and the new symbol is the Vitruvian stylized man included into a circle. As you can see, he has the open arm, that means inclusiveness, and the And like all the people with different skills and ability are included and respected for sure in this society. So since 2012, Inclusione realized very many projects. As you can see, Pietro in 2013 has designed with different riders, Ticino, Poma, Genta, from Sombrero to Venice, and also Felice was focused on the mapping of different Cammino in Italy and also in Spain, for example, the Cammino di Santiago, the Cammino di Finisterre. He also wrote the guide of the Cammino di Santiago by trasmesso. And Pietro and Luis were focused on like to verify the different accessibility points of different routes. For example, the Via Francigena, the Magna Via Francigena, some variants like in Piedmont and in Tuscany. And also he mapped the Via Francisca del Comagno and different cycle path routes like Gardo, Grandanello Bagnerina, and the Grave that is Lazio. The project in progress is the Via Francesco for Everybody, that is from Florence to Assisi. And as future project, we are going to map and we would like to map and verify new paths in Italy, but also abroad, in partnership with the local organization. We would like to create a new path by using European and national funds. We would like to organize packages for supporting people with specific needs that want to face a slower travel. And also we are starting a partnership with the CAI, that is the Italian Hunting Club, to evaluate the accessibility for 3 stages of the Sentiero Italia. Sentiero Italia is a very long route. It is like 7,000 kilometers from the north to the south of Italy. And then the last project, it will be hopefully the Clicks on Way in Emilia-Romagna. Free Wheels is going to accompany 6 or 7 persons with specific needs along the routes in Emilia-Romagna. This is the Clicks, it's a specific tools. Okay, so before to speak about the Francigena for Everybody, we are going to see a video. So please, Pietro, you can present it.
Siamo in viaggio con la via Francigena. Pietro, come siamo col viaggio? A che punto siamo?
A Roma mancano ancora più di 700 km e ha iniziato anche a piovere, quindi direi tutto benissimo.
Primo ponte del Po a Piacenza del 1908, per 2000 passati qua dai primi romani contro Annibale a fino a 105 anni fa. Ragazzi, non fare il guado non è percorso storico, capito?
Anche a noi spetta l'onore di poter entrare all'interno di questo magnifico registro.
sogniamo che un domani la via francigena possa essere veramente per tutti.
Okay, thank you very much, Pietro.
Grazie a tutti.
Okay, so via francigena, I think that you know it. It's a religious way. It was worked by Sigerico in 1990. It connects Canterbury to Rome through 4 countries: England, France, Switzerland, and Italy. In 2016, Pietro and his team decided to travel from Somma-Lombardo to Rome along the cycle path of the Via Francigena, because it's a very safety path, and it offers very beautiful landscape. You are going to like to visit the most beautiful Italian villages. The main aim of Pietro was to spread awareness. That means to show to all the world that also the people with special needs, if like with the right tools and with help, and if they are put in the right condition, they can face this kind of slow travels. And okay, so the disability will be a limit only if it is in their mind. It's very important to understand this concept, because if everyone is put in the right condition, he can do everything. Okay, so and the desire of Pietro, but also I think the desire of everybody, is that the Francigena will be worked by everyone. So here I'm going to show you some photos. This is the team. And the following is necessary only to stand up again. Thank you very much for your attention, and if you want to participate in a strong experience such as volunteering in 3 weeks, you are welcome. Thank you very much.
Merci, très bien. Je vous remercie les deux. Ça a été très intéressant, et maintenant, nous, on va discuter, poser des questions, les gosses, les Espagnols, les Français, les Italiens, tout le monde. Et donc, on va profiter des experts qui nous ont fait vraiment les plaisirs de participer aujourd'hui avec leur passion, leur enthousiasme pour le chemin. Donc, je vais terminer ici la registration, et nous, on continue séparément, en privé. OK? Merci à tout le monde.